Hi, good morning.
Good morning to everyone, friends. Good morning, friends.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Friends. This is the morning. We have to be very active. Come on. Yeah.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Good morning. Good morning to everyone, friends. Must be very active, friends. Yes. So, shall we start now the session? Is everyone able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, friends. Thank you very much for the confirmation. So let's start our session, friends. This is Ravikant Ravi Leela. So I was been working for the organization Prolifix and VMware past 13 years. I'm having 1 year on-site experience in California, work for VMware. Right now I was giving the job-oriented training for Selenium automation. As you all are eligible for August 15th offer. Yes, right? In occasion of August 15th, we are offering you 3,000 is the fee for this course. And this quality-wise, everything is same. Here, with Core Java, Selenium, DevOps, frameworks, and project. Okay, now? Yes. Friends, most of the people have a question. What kind of people can take this course? Friends, this course is designed for freshers, experienced persons, and who are non-IT people. Any kind of people can take this Selenium automation course. And what are the prerequisites to do this course? Means some programming knowledge. What kind of programming knowledge is required? Means, friends, here generally Selenium is supporting various language bindings like Java, C#, Ruby, Python, JavaScript, R language, Dart, Go programming, PHP, okay, Haskell, like this, etc., etc. Some programming languages which my Selenium supports in automating the scripts. And this course is designed for Selenium with Java, so we'll be concentrating on core Java. We not require all complete Java course. We require only the OOPS concepts in Java. What kind of OOPS concepts will be covered? The question comes, friends. Here the concepts in core Java we cover, like project, packages, classes, interfaces, abstract classes, variable types and data types and its default values, access, non-access modifiers, inheritance types, and data hiding, abstraction, encapsulation, method signatures, method overloading, method overriding, polymorphism, constructors, loopings and decision making statements, single multi-dimensional arrays, user defined arrays, debugging, okay, scanner classes, string classes, exception handling, getters and setters, collections, file systems, typecastings. All these are the concepts which we are covering in a part of the core Java. What are the concepts I discussed now? Each and every concept will be using in Selenium without any failure. Each and every concept will be using in our Selenium, friends. The outside people will be giving hardly like 1 week to 10 days of Java classes, but we are concentrating for 25 hours. We are concentrating on core Java, friends, covering in all these concepts. Okay, now all core OOPS concepts is required to learn. And next, coming to the Selenium. In this Selenium, we discuss two components: is a WebDriver and a grid. Using the Selenium WebDriver, we used to develop your browser-based regression automation suites and tests using by Selenium WebDriver. Once you develop the browser-based regression automation suites and tests, that needs to execute parallelly in multiple computers in multiple browsers, that will be taken care by the grid. Okay, if you want to develop your automation scripts using by WebDriver is possible. once its development is done, we have to scale and distribute, executing your developed automation scripts in multiple systems and multiple browsers with the help of the grid concept. So what is the appropriate combination to learn Selenium is WebDriver with the grid is the combination. Okay, we'll talk about this. Next, come to the DevOps. Friends, DevOps is a culture where it contains so many components. So where this DevOps will be used by the development team, will be used by the testing team, will be used by the integration, deployment team, every kind of people using the DevOps culture. It extends so many components like build tools like Ant, Maven, Gradle, and source versioning control tools like SVN, VSS, GitHub Server, Gitbuckets, and CDCI tools like Jenkins, Chef, Puppet, Ansible, Dockers, Kubernetes, etc., etc. So many components together we call as a DevOps as a culture. Will be used by all the teams, by development team, testing team, everyone will be using this DevOps culture. Where being as an automation engineer, what components we are concentrating here in part of DevOps means we go with the Maven build tool, we use the GitHub servers, we use the Jenkins. These are the three components we will be talking near to 15 hours. End-to-end coverage, we'll do that, friends. End-to-end coverage. So outside people will be giving only for 4 to 5 hours of sessions on Maven, Git, Jenkins, but we are concentrating here 15 hours end-to-end setups we are going to be make you in your computers. Okay, now if you want to build any projects, we use a build tools, which is like Maven as a build tool. Once you develop your source code using Maven build tool, that needs to be in a distributed servers, which like a GitHub server. Once we keep our code in GitHub server, the code can be shared to across the team. They can pull the code, they commit the code, everything can be happen. Every code is accountable to the across the team. So whatever the project you build using the build tools, that will be pushed, committed into the GitHub server. So once the source code is available in GitHub server, I will pull the code and pull the latest code from GitHub server into the Jenkins. Through Jenkins, I will schedule to execute my project test cases. So in Jenkins, I will be creating the jobs. To the jobs, I will do some configurations. How the manner I need to execute my project, either hourly or weekly or monthly or soon after code is committed in GitHub server. How the manner I need to schedule my project to execute. Through Jenkins only, it was possible. After executing the projects through Jenkins automatically, okay, soon after completion of executions, we will be sending a mails to respective team with the executed screenshots, with the executed reports. All these things end-to-end process execution will be held by the Jenkins. Developing a project using Maven build tool will be organized in putting in a distributed server called GitHub server, pulling the source code from GitHub server, and scheduling through Jenkins and sending a mails to respective team with the reports. All end-to-end process is going to be automated using the DevOps tool. Understanding? Next, we talk about the frameworks. What kind of frameworks we are talking, friends? Here, test engine. Friends, where my Selenium will not support any frameworks. Yes, I can prove that. 1 second. The official website for Selenium is a selenium.dev is a official website for Selenium. If I see here, if I click on downloads, 1 second. If I click on downloads, 1 second. If I click on downloads, in the client, Selenium client WebDriver language bindings, if I click on other languages exist, here we can see Selenium can be extended in different ways. Selenium can be extended in different ways. Here are number of drivers, language bindings, plugins, and frameworks are created and maintained by the third parties. Understood, friends? Selenium itself don't have any built-in frameworks. Some third-party teams are developing and maintaining that we are making use in our Selenium. Even TestNG is one of the framework of Java defined framework, not by the Selenium. It was developed by the Java. TestNG framework we use that. Page object model will use that. And data driven. And next hybrid framework. Next is BuildA Cucumber framework. These are the frameworks we are talking, friends. And coming to the project. So here, friends, in organizations, people used to build your projects either in a hybrid and BuildA Cucumber framework. On these two frameworks, we are doing two projects. Okay, in hybrid framework, I will take a share market application. In this 3 to 4 test cases, will be automating in using the hybrid framework. Okay, and next coming to the Cucumber framework, here I will take with any of the application, e-commerce, or I can go with Salesforce, any of the application I'll take to build the Cucumber framework. So 3 to 4 test cases, we'll do automation on this Cucumber framework, and 3-4 test cases from the scratch. I'll show you a project how to build hybrid framework. So, and also developing the projects using these frameworks, we'll be integrating the DevOps tools, how to build your projects in Maven, how to store in a distributed server GitHub, how to schedule the executions through Jenkins end to end. We'll show that end to end. Okay, fine. These are the concepts which you are concentrating, friends. Core Java, Selenium, DevOps, frameworks, and project. This is a project oriented training, friends. It's not normal training. And next is the benefits you get. Benefits you get of my training. So friends, you will be getting the soft copy material for Java and Selenium. You will get the soft copy material. You will get the recorded videos of your batch for 1 year view access, and you will be getting the source code. Like if I teach Java or Selenium or project, whatever I teach, the source code is there, right? The source code will be shared through GitHub server. Okay, na? The source code will be shared through GitHub server on daily basis. Whatever I develop, that will be shared through GitHub server. These are the benefits you'll be getting, friends. The final benefit is so why should you have to take a course of mine? So if you people are really looking for seriousness in getting the job, definitely my classes will help you. Friends, we have to follow the rules. So here everyone has to be regular to the classes, and I'll give some assignments on day basis, like on concept basis, not day basis, on concept basis. I'll give some assignments to you for practice, even for Java and Selenium. And next is doubts are always encouraged in asking the sessions, and as well I will be putting more questions on you also, because I am giving the guarantee that once you complete this course, you'll be in a position to crack the interview. That much confidence you can build, because as per the industrial standards, we are following that in building your course. Okay, now. So definitely once the course is completed, you'll be in a position to crack the interview without anyone's support. Outsiders people will take a proxy supports, not at all required to take all these kind of things. Yes, you'll be fully loaded with subject. Okay, so if two people are making conversation, If the two people have some subject, then that discussion will be success. If there is no, if the person don't have any subject, you're talking conversation means there is no use. So you are fully having loaded with concepts. So definitely you can crack the interview. What interview is asking the questions? To every question you are in the position to answer it. Definitely. And you can, if you have a gap or if you're having an experience of manual, you are switching to the automation, definitely my class will work. Like 6 to 8 years experience guy, how much knowledge he will be getting to work, that much knowledge you'll be getting after completion of my course. Yes, we can directly you can face the interview. With hands-free you can build your projects, because we are, as per the standards, we are discussing this course, and also we are discussing about the project, how to build a project using the some predefined frameworks. Everything we are discussing that. Definitely 100% will be satisfied this course, and you definitely crack the interview. You will be definitely working with hands-free without taking anyone's support. So outsiders people are meant for to earn the money just by taking more rupees for this course, and they're not giving any real time. And some institutes are there, outsiders, they're only meant for to do the back doors. Do you believe? So if we can see 10 recruitments are there for automation. 8 recruitings will be goes on back doors. Only 2 are going with the front line. Because of the people are encouraging to pay the monies. Don't waste your money, friends, in doing the back doors and proxies. Just to join my class, please settle your career. We are here to support you. Okay, now doubts are always encouraged in asking the classes. Please follow the rules. You'll definitely success in getting the job in the right way. You can search the jobs in portals, and you can yourself get encouraged to attend the interviews, because you have fully loaded with subject, right? Definitely you can crack the interview. Okay, now. So friends, that's it about the structure which we are following, friends. And this is the offer batch which costs like 3,000 rupees. Actually the course is 5,000, but due to the August 15th, we Durgasoft are offering for 3K. It's only for 3 to 4 days validity. The people who join 3 to 4 days, today is I think 14th till 18th, who are enrolling for the course, for those people only this offer 3,000 rupees. The people who are paying the fee of 18th, they'll be eligible for 5,000. Okay. And next step, the timing will be 9:30 to 10:30. The timing will be 9:30 to 10:30 AM IST, daily 1 hour, Monday to Friday. And the course duration will be about 2.5 months. The course duration will be 2.5 months. The entire course is 2.5 months. Monday to Friday will be the regular classes. The timing is 9:30 to 10:30. Understanding, friends? And I will be taking weekend sessions also for some advanced concepts. For some advanced concepts, I will be taking the weekend classes for Grid, Maven, GitHub Servers, and Jenkins. Hardly in these 2.5 months, 4 weekends, I will be taking the weekend sessions, Saturday and Sunday. But to complete this Grid, Maven, GitHub Servers, and Jenkins. Understanding, friends? Some of the concepts like configurations, I will do in your respective systems, taking your spin control. No, this is not possible. This timing is not possible. This is an offer batch. We are not disturbing this timing. This is the only timing is for 9:30 to 10:30 minutes. Okay, na? Yes. And yes, any queries you have?
Sir, I actually joined in your 5 PM batch and I want to continue in this batch only. Can I?
Yeah, you wish. You can talk to the management.
Yeah, I already paid fee for that and
Yes,
it's been 4 days back only.
Yeah, no issues.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Just inform to the management that you are shifting to this batch. Okay, no issues for that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Any more questions in this, friends?
Sir, it will be online only, right?
Sorry?
It will be online throughout, right?
Yes, everything is online. Everything is 2.5 months. Everything is online. These are the benefits you
Okay.
get. Here, view access, get the source code, and you'll get the soft copy material with along with live classes. Okay.
Okay. Any certificate will get, or do we
You
get
can
anything?
contact the management. You can contact the management. Okay. Or management
Okay.
will. You can ask the queries for the certificate. All those things. Yes, our Durga sir
Okay.
will provide the certificates. So if you want, you can reach them. They'll provide that certificate through Durga sir.
Okay.
Okay. Any questions in this? Any questions in this? Everyone is clear the structure?
Yeah, this is Kamlesh here. So when we are starting this batch? Starting tomorrow or starting Monday?
So from Monday, sir. From Monday.
Okay. I mean 16th of August, right?
Yes, 9:30 to 10:30 goes on. Regular classes from Monday onwards.
Okay, thank you.
So
This
till
offer is
when we
only.
need to pay for offer?
Yes, yes. You have a time for 14th to 18th. In between only you have to pay that fees. Then only you are eligible for this
Okay.
offer. 1,000 rupees.
Till
Okay.
18th yeah, till 18th we have time to pay, right?
Before 18. Before 18.
Before 18. Okay, okay.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Starting with today onwards too. Before 18, this offer is eligible. If any of your friends are looking for trainings, please ask them to utilize this platform. Okay, na? Only due to we are offering this fees. Okay. And let's
Yeah, just one more question. Yeah, just one more question.
yes.
As I said that core Java you have 25 hours. And how
Yes.
many hours you are covering Selenium WebDriver plus Git?
Yeah. 1 second.
Can you go to the notepad where you have listed on all the
Yes.
topics? Yeah. So
Yeah.
first one core Java, as I said that you live.
Core Java will talk about 20 to 22 hours. Okay, na?
Okay.
22 hours will be
Mm-hmm.
working. Yeah. Good, awesome. And coming to the project, we'll be working. A hybrid framework will be working for 17 to 20 hours. Okay, let's keep 18 hours. 18 hours for Cucumber. So for hybrid, I
And will
guess.
you be explaining? Yeah, will you be
Huh?
explaining keyword framework also?
Your voice is not clear, sir. Can you please?
So I am saying that will you be explaining keyword framework as well? Because in number 4 you have just written data driven hybrid.
See, hybrid framework is together nothing but combination of all. There is no specific keyword framework. Now, I don't know, people are talking like keyword data driven. So in the real time, people are using hybrid and PD Cucumber framework only. Hybrid is nothing
Okay.
but
Okay.
combination of mixed framework is a hybrid framework. In this hybrid, data driven will be there, keyword driven will be there, TestNG will be there, everything will be there. Understanding?
Okay.
Got it? Hybrid frameworks
Got it.
every type. Hybrid is what is meaning of hybrid? Combination of all mixtures, combination of all frameworks is called as a hybrid. Okay, na? This hybrid will talk data will be there, page object will be there, essential will be there, some hybrid. That's why in organizations we work either hybrid or Cucumber framework. In this two only we are talking about projects. Okay, and Cucumber will talk like 12 hours.
Okay.
Okay.
And point number second, Selenium WebDriver plus Git, how many hours?
Partly 18 to 20 hours.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
So these are structure, friends, which we are covering for this academic course. Okay, and let's brief you the course how it is designed. Okay, so friends, first we go with the core Java concepts. Friends, why I am saying core Java? See, friends, if you want to become as a good programmer, if you want to say as a good programmer, good automation programmer, you must be technically sounds good. Here the website says when I open the official website for selenium.dev, see here, if I open the official website for selenium.dev, here we can see Selenium automates browsers. That's it. which means my Selenium purely automates web applications only. My Selenium purely automates web applications only, not the Windows desktop applications. That's it. What you do with that power is entirely up to you. What is that power? What is that power, friends? The programming knowledge, either Java or C# or Ruby or Python, whatever the programming knowledge your sounds good technically. With that programming knowledge only, we can build your Selenium automation scripts. That's why we must be technically sounds good as to become as a good automation engineer. That's why Java is the Java or C#, Ruby, Python, whatever language you prefer to do automate, that programming knowledge you must be sounds good technically. Okay now. So for what core Java concepts we required, I already discussed you that all concepts first will be concentrating. After completion of these core Java concepts, we'll start the Selenium in launching the web browsers. How to launch a Chrome browser, Firefox browser, IE, Edge, like this, all browsers I'll show you, friends. Friends, you can see a lot of YouTubers, they're giving the basic understanding programs, like standalone programs they're discussing. In real time, no one will encourage the standalone programs. The standalone programs will work for that situation only. We cannot make use in some other else. So to make you understand a standalone program, I'll be showing you how to launch a various browsers. And later on, I will be converting into dynamic programs, how we can make reuse that browser launching programs in various test cases. Because launching a browser functionality is common for every test case. Without launching a browsers, we cannot interact with any of the web elements. Yes or no? So we must write this browser launching program in dynamic. I'll show you how to make this program dynamic as reusability. Friends, once you are developing any program, it should be dynamic, it should be reusable, it should be optimistic. Optimistic means once you are designing the program project, that code should allow with minimal changes if new change request comes. So how optimistic we are writing a project using some predefined frameworks. Okay, our job will be very easy. Okay, now it should be dynamic, it should be make reusable, it should be very optimistic. With minimal changes only, my framework should allow to change if any new request comes. Understanding such a way, we have to write dynamic programs. I'll make you to understand how to write the programs dynamically. How can we write means, first of all, we have to understand the requirements. Then we have to break the functionalities according to understand. And that functionalities you develop it. And the functionalities you execute in executing through TestNG XML source. Okay now? So everything will be come to know all these things. Okay now? So next, coming to that, profiling concepts. Friends, here in your browsers, some source offers comes like notifications and certificate errors comes where my execution will stops. When the same notifications, certification errors comes when we are working through manually, our information will be there. We are handling that notification, we are handling that certificate errors. But whereas in automation, if we experience same notifications and certificate errors, who is the responsible person to handle that? Automation engineer. Understanding? If any notifications comes, it will stop the execution. If any certificate errors comes, it stops the execution. But in automation, if it is stopping means we are the technical person needs to handle that. How can we handle that kind of malpractices? Yes, just taking the browser into our control. So we have to vasikarna the browser into yours. How can we vasikarna means? Yes, by creating the browser profiles. We will be creating the user-defined Chrome browser profile, user-defined Firefox browser profile. Yes, once we create our user-defined browser profiles, on our user-defined profiles of browsers, we can handle any kind of settings in the browsers by using just by options class. Creating the browser profiles using profile concept and setting and handling that through options class. What we can handle? Any browser logs comes, we can handle it. Any notifications to disable, we can do that. We can maximize the windows. We can disable the information bars. any page load strategies, any certificate errors, all these kind of things we are going to be handled on your user defined profiles browsers, and using this options class we are handling such kind of malpractices through automation. Understanding? Yes. Coming to synchronizations. Friends, here your applications will be take more time to load the web elements, where our automation scripts are very fast in executions. So where somehow some synchronization issues occurs between the application web elements and your automated scripts, where I need to put some synchronizations between these two to stop for certain while until the element loads. So here we use some synchronization methods in Selenium Selenium and Java. We have some synchronization methods. In Java, there is a thread.sleep, some synchronization method is there, where we can put some sleep time for 5 seconds or 10 seconds like this. Or Selenium itself is providing some synchronization methods to sync between the application and script. We use implicit wait and WebDriver wait through. We can sync that application and script to wait for some while. And next come to the locators. Friends, if we want to identify any person, what is the property we use? If we want to identify any person, what is the property we use? Come on. If we want to interact any person, what property? Name is the property, right? Yes, of course, name is one property. Besides the name, every person has some set of properties. Starting from baby coming from the womb, what we say first property? Hey, baby is very coloring. Baby is very, nails are very height, color, complex, like this we talk. Soon after some days, Namakarana, first name, last name, nickname, surname, and after that Aadhaar card number, SSL number, voter card number. Okay, now? Okay, all these called the properties: height, weight, color, complexity. All these are the properties are presented for human being. Now, as an automation engineer, how can we interact the web elements? Friends, in your web applications, varieties of web elements are there, like text boxes, radio buttons, check boxes, links, drop downs, images, web tables, web calendars, like varieties of web elements are there. How can we interact that web elements? Based on what properties? Friends, here developers are defining some set of properties. So while using that properties only, we are interacting with respect to web elements. Like how we have a properties, for every human being. Likewise, every web application elements also are defined with some set of properties by developers. By using that properties only, we are interacting that web elements in performing the operations. Likewise, in Selenium, we have majorly 8 properties are there. One is ID, name, class name, XPath, CSS selectors, link text, partial link text, tag name. These are the properties. Based on that, we are interacting the web elements and we are performing the operations. Okay, now, so and especially friends, most of the people will be feeling challenging, critical on identifying the web elements. Wherever the people feels the critical, challenging on the concepts, we are stretching more hours. Locators, especially 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours, we are concentrating on locators only. Out of 6 hours, 3 hours we are talking about the basic understanding of the locators. Rest 3 hours I'll be morely concentrating on XPaths and CSS selectors, following with the rules and regulations, how to define your customized user defined XPath and CSS selectors. Will be discussing about 3 hours. Totally locators we are talking about 6 hours. Out of 3 hours is a basic understanding of locators, and rest 3 hours is for XPath and CSS to make you better, make you comfort in writing your XPaths with following the rules and regulations. Friends, for every concept, it was already documented the notes. Very easy to understand. The people who are fresher to experience. So how to write XPath using single attribute, multi-attribute XPath, parental XPath, like this, following some syntaxes. how to build your customized XPaths we'll be talking, friends. Okay now. And next, coming to the Marvin build. Any project you develop will be using the Marvin build, that will discuss that. And next, coming to the TestNG framework. Friends, TestNG is a Java defined framework. Any projects you build will be building in a TestNG framework only. In TestNG, we'll be talking anything we are talking irrespective to the annotations. In TestNG framework, if you are building anything means we are talking irrespective to the annotations, some before annotations, after annotations, test annotations, parameter annotations, listener annotations, data providers. Like this, we have so many annotations are there in TestNG. Anything we represent through annotations in TestNG framework. And we'll see that importance of the annotations. What is the priority of these annotation executions? How to convert your test cases into XML suites? How to run your test cases parallelly irrespective of the suites, test classes and methods? How to group the test cases? How to set the dependency among the test cases? And how to work with the listeners? How to rerun the failed test cases? How to report the TestNG reports using the TestNG? How to work with the soft assets and hot assets? How to convert the XML files into Java programmatically? Okay, na? And we'll see mini project on TestNG also. How to set the priorities to execute your test cases? How to pass the parameters? How to report pass and fail in the TestNG? Everything we'll talk in TestNG framework for 7 to 8 hours. And coming to the page object model fact. So there itself meaning says we are organizing the code in the form of pages. You know, in your web applications, we have various pages together is called as a one web application or one project, right? One web application can be treated combination of pages is called one website or web application. So each web page contains some web elements and some operations. Suppose in an application I'm having 10 web pages, 10 Java classes I will be maintaining. Instead of maintaining 10 page elements and operations in one Java class, divide and rule policy is always best approach. It makes advantage easy to understand, easy to execute, easy to debug, easy to maintenance also if any change request comes, in which a page got impacted the new functionality, that page corresponding Java class I go and I will update it. So everything becomes easy. So page object model is not a framework, it's an approach. The way you organize the pages, elements and operations, that's why I say that page object model approach. And next is what automating links. Friends, if you can observe in your web applications, majority of the web elements are links only. How do we interact with links in different approaches? If we want to interact a specific link, how do we write a code? If you want to interact a group of links in an entire page, how do we write a code? If you want to interact a group of links in the under header part, how do we write a code? How do we find the broken links? How to find the hidden links? All these things we'll talk one fine day about automating the links. And next is the automating drop downs. Friends, in drop downs, we used to select the options. We can select a single option. We can select a multiple options. Yes, selecting an option and drop down in various ways. We can select the options using by send keys, using by select the class, using by actions class, using by JavaScript executors. Okay, we can select the options in various ways. How to select, I'll be telling you now. Automating drop downs and pop-ups. Friends, once you are working with automation, varieties of pop-ups will be interrupting your executions. So your presence will not be there. Who is responsible to handle the varieties of pop-ups? We, automation engineer, is a responsible person to handle any kind of pop-ups appears. So what are the types of pop-ups you can experience means Java based pop-ups, HTML pop-ups, security pop-ups, Windows pop-ups, notifications, all these pop-ups will occurrence to stop your executions. How can we handle such any kind of pop-ups comes? So we'll do on the pop-upping the automating the pop-ups and action classes. If some of the advanced elements we cannot directly interact with the WebDriver, then we take help of the actions class support. With some kind of advanced elements mouse overing. If I mouse over on particular element, then only the element is populating. That kind of elements are called mouse overing elements. That can be handled through actions class. And a right clicking, double clicking, chain actions, dragging and dropping, automating slide bars, like all these kind of advanced elements, operations can be held through actions class. And next is the JavaScript executors. With the WebDriver interface, how we are interacting the web elements and performing the operations. Similar way we can do with JavaScript executors also. I will show you one fine day about these JavaScript executors. Next is automating Windows components. Friends, my Selenium purely automates browsers, which means web applications only. That's it. It never automates any Windows applications. Purely 100% web automation my Selenium meant for. If when you are working with web applications, suddenly if any Windows related elements comes, how can we handle? Friends, for that we have some other open source automation tools are there for to automate the Windows elements, such like AutoIT, Sukuli, Robotics, like this kind of open source Windows automation tools are there. We are installing that. We are writing the AutoIT code and we are compiling the AutoIT code. We are associating that AutoIT code in your WebDriver script. Okay now, so how to install, how to write the AutoIT code, how to compile it, how to associate to your script, everything one fine day we talk about automating the Windows components. And next coming to the automating web tables. Friends, web tables is a kind of grid, right? Rows and columns it contains. In that web table rows and columns, some web elements can reside inside the web table cells. Okay, what kind of web elements? Any kind of web element can be reside under the web table cells, like text boxes, or it can be a link, or it can be a checkbox inside the table. The elements can present like this. How can I interact that web elements which is under the web table? Yes, first I need to identify the web table. Then I need to iterate the rows in the web table. Then each row cell we have to iterate and check with my expected web element is there in that row cell. Then we'll be interacting to perform the action. So how do we work with, how do we interact with the static web tables? How do we interact with the dynamic web tables? How do we interact with the pagination in the web tables? How do we work with the date pickers? Okay, all these things are will be working for 3 to 4 hours for web tables and web calendars, all those things. And next coming to the properties files, XML files, and Microsoft Excels. Friends, here once you're automating your scripts means we require some test data where we organize all these test data in various sources. Like one of the sources is properties file, another source is XML file, another source is Microsoft Excel. Using by any of the sources, we are going to be organize the data, test data into any of the sources. From there, we are pulling and giving to your automation scripts. 7 to 9 days, 9 hours, we are working on these various data sources only. XMLs, Excels, and properties files. And coming to the grid, as I said, like once you develop your automation scripts, that needs to scale and distribute using by grid concept. In grid, we used to set up a hub and nodes. And for this, we are passing the desired capabilities and we are passing the remote IP address. Then grid will take care executing to scale on many platforms and many browsers. Okay, now when we will work in a 2 to 3 hours, we'll be working on grid setup only, hub and nodes. Okay, how to run parallelly in each node. Also, we'll see in the grid setup. 2 to 3 hours, we'll be working on grid only. And next is the Jenkins. It's a scheduler which we can schedule your automated scripts how the manner you want, and we'll be sending a mail to respective teams along with the HTML reports. And next is GitHub server is the distributed server system where the code can be shared across the team whoever working on your project. Every work is accountable. Okay, now we can commit the code, we can push the code, we can revert back the code, we can work with the branches. If any branch code, one branch to other branch, we are merging. If any conflicts comes, how to resolve and merge the code, everything we'll see in the GitHub server. All these concepts will be in this academic, we'll be covering in this academic course. Friends, is everyone clear? Is everyone clear? Just I have given the introduction, what I'm going to be covered, and also a brief I have given here, the course, what I'm going to be, concepts I'm covering, and brief I have given the information. Is everyone clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Clear.
So friends, I will tell you one small scenario, how we if any requirements comes, how we break down the functionalities. As for understanding, but to make you understand one small scenario, I will give with your permission. Can I? Huh? Okay, let me
Yeah,
do
sure.
brief idea for you. If any requirements comes, how to break down, how to organize the things. A small scenario I'll tell you, or make you understand. I think most of the people are experienced people, I guess. Can I believe? Or some freshers are there? Huh? Don't worry if any freshers are there.
Yes, sir. Experience, sir.
Experienced. Okay, fine. And of course, the making understanding is nothing is required for experience and freshers. Okay, just a moment. Yes. Okay. See friends, here one basic requirement I was discussing here. I think everyone able to see here. I want to book a hotel room. I want to book a hotel room. What is the requirement will be? First requirement. See friends, first we'll go to the website first of all. Okay, now if you want to book a hotel, means first what we do, we search for a hotel. Okay, once we feel like one best hotel, then we'll go to the check-in, and check-in dates will be applying there, right? We are entering the when to enter, when to book, and when we have to exit. The check-in dates we are searching. And next, adults. How many you want to be adults? You are giving that, and selecting a hotel type, AC or non-AC. Select a room and make a payment. And next what we do? Check a mail for confirmation. This is what if you want to book a hotel room, this is the process happens. Yes or no? Perfect.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What process we do? Of course. Okay. Next, some more requirement got changed. Requirement got changed to requirement 1 to requirement 2. What has changed the requirement 2? Yes. Okay. Go to the website. Check-in date, check-out date. We are doing that. Next, how many adults I'm giving that? Selecting a hotel is okay. Select a room is okay. Okay. When doing the payments, earlier we have given only payments. Here payments, they are doing some enhancements. I want to make a payment by card. I want to make a payment by Google Pay, or I want to make a payment on bank. See, these new enhancements got added here in the requirement 2. Okay, soon after some months, third requirement has come. So what they're doing that? Okay, searching a website, searching a hotel website. Next, check-in date, check-out date. How many adults? Selecting a hotel, select a room. Okay. Then next, here earlier we have do the payments only in a electronic media, either card or Google Pay or bank. But now they have implemented along with this paid hotel also feature got implemented. Understanding? The requirements got getting enhanced. Requirements are getting enhanced. Requirement. Understanding or not? And again, one person is saying, Ravi, I want to do some more changes, Ravi. Okay, tell me, sir. Requirement 4. What I do that? Okay, again, search website, check-in day. Friends, once I do the check-in, I should not cancel for 7 days, starting from the booking date. Understanding? That's what I want to include. So in check-in date, once I do check-in, within 7 days from today, no cancellation. This rule I need to apply that. Understanding or not? Remaining everything is same to same. And some other comes, another requirement says, Ravi, I am having new requirement, Ravi. Tell me, sir, what is the requirement? To the existence. Okay, go search for the website. check-in date within 7 days from today, no cancellation. Checkout date, okay. Attendance select hotel is okay. Selected room is okay. Payment is okay. This payment we are doing by card, Google Pay or bank is one mode of payment. Another payment is pay at a hotel. We are doing that. When you are doing payment on any of these Google Pay, bank, I want to give the discount for 10 to 20%. This is one more enhancement. And who are paying at hotel, I want to give the discount for 5 to 10% discount. And lastly, checking a mail confirmation. Understanding, friends? When we start developing the things, requirements will keep on changing. According to that, my script should allow to change all these requirements. Such a way, optimistically, we have to define. First you understand the requirements, then break down the requirements into these multiple steps, and you develop that. Understanding or not? See how I organize this, I will tell you. How I organize this, I will tell you. Friends, here, first of all, mine is to book a ticket. First of all, I need to book a room. First of all, I need to book a room. Friends, once we book a room, later on, if I want to modify, I can take a chance to modify the booking or not. Yes or no? Okay?
Yes.
Scenario is to book a room, hotel room. Second scenario is to modify the existing booking. Third scenario is to cancel the booking. Understanding or not? First to book a fresh room. Second scenario is to modify the existing booking. Third is to cancel the booking. Understanding like this, we are segregating the functionalities. Fine. Okay, friends, in any of that, even to book a hotel, modify a hotel, and cancel a hotel, three things are required. One is booking search. To book a new hotel, even to modify booking search class 1, I will define the functionalities. Next, payment. In payment, we have two functionalities. One is we need to pay payment at the hotel or through using the payment at online, Google Pay, all those things. And next is discount. The discount functionality and payment modes, everything I will define in a payment manager class. And lastly, we're getting customer communication through mail or phone. That customer communication through mail or phone, I will be defining under the class called customer communications class. Understanding? See how I am organizing the code. See, in booking search, searching a hotel is one test. Selecting a hotel is one test. Already booked hotel, I want to modify it. First of all, I need to load that booked hotel, right? So load booking is one test. Enter the guest information is one test. All these are comes under the booking search class. Okay, after selecting all these things, entering the guest, next I need to do the payments. The payment, doing the payments and applying discounts is managed in this class called payment manager. See friends, applying a discount is one test. Making a payment, okay, by instant like paid hotel, whatever it is, I'm giving a condition here. Paying at hotel booking, instant payment, based on the condition, that type of payments will happen here. And if any discounts are there, this test will be included. And last, once we do the payment with the discounts, then lastly we'll getting the communication mail through mobile or mail. That communications I maintain in separate class called customer communications. See, one test is defined for checking mail for confirmation of your hotel booking. If I want to get a confirmation through mobile also, define one more test, check number like this. Understanding, friends? Okay, now? Okay, we have understand the requirements. We have break down the requirements and we have built the requirements. Now we need to execute the requirements. Understanding or not? Now we have to execute these scenarios. How do we execute? In TestNG, we will be converting everything we develop in TestNG. Everything will be executed through TestNG suits. Like I created one TestNG XML suite here. Here I was executing. How I am executing here? Each XML file is called as a one suite. In this suite, I can have multiple tests. This is one test. Just to make you understand, I was showing all these things. Don't confuse. And second test. This is third test. Like this, I'm executing the scenarios in different ways in defining the tests here. This test I'm going with creating a booking test, apply discount, pay at hotel. This is one test. One more test. Create booking test, apply discount at instant payment. Okay, na? Instant payment is there and pay at hotel is there, right? Yes. And one more test. Create booking test, no discount at hotel, pay at hotel. Booking, create booking test, no discount, pay at instant payment. See, like this scenarios are right? We are defining as a separate test. Okay, now if you want to modify the booking, one more test I created. Modify booking test, apply discount, pay total. Like this, we are making number of tests under the suit. Understanding, friends? There we are calling our methods in respect to classes. In booking search, we have 3 tests. In payment manager, 2 tests. In customer communication, 1 test. See, friends, here, if I go with this, creating booking test, no discount, pay at hotel. No discount means in this payment manager, no need to call the discount test method. We can only call the payment method. That's it. No discount means we don't call the discount method. Only the make payment method we call. Understanding or not? So we understand the requirements. We break down the requirements. We build the requirements. We execute the requirements based on the requirements. That's it. Based on understanding only, everything will do. Nothing is rocket science. Is everyone clear, friends? No sound.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No sounds. Huh? Come on, friends.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's right, friends. This is what we develop, friends. Okay. So, any queries, any questions, friends? Any doubts in it? Come on, let me know. So, friends, any doubts? The session is going to be complete within 5 minutes. Any questions?
I think once we start the course and we will go through the course, we will have more doubt. I mean,
yes.
For now, I'm good.
Sir, I have a query. Like the project which you are train us in share market application. So in that we can cover all the specific scenarios which are using in industries nowadays.
Yes. See, all end-to-end building from the scratch to executing and sending emails to respective teams with the reports, end-to-end scenarios I'm covering in this.
Okay. So this is web application.
Sorry?
Is this a web application?
Yes, web applications only, because Selenium automates 100% live.
Okay, so we can't use in desktop application we can't use Selenium, right?
Yes, Selenium is purely meant for to automate process only. It's given right here. Here, my Selenium automates browsers. That's it. It cannot be automate Windows desktop applications.
Okay.
If you want to automate the Windows desktop applications, means where we use some open source tools. I said right, AutoIT, Sukuli, Robotics. Some open source tools are there where to automate the Windows elements. Understanding?
So that also we'll learn.
Yes, we are learning here, right?
Okay, fine. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes. AutoIT.
Auto window components. Okay.
Okay.
Fine, sir. Clear. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Any questions, any doubts, please let me know. Please, friends, once again, I'm introducing you. This offer is valid to 14 to below 18th. If anybody wants to join this batch, please enroll with this offer. Otherwise, you need to pay 5,000 rupees after the 18th. Make sure, okay? Yeah, because only we are giving offer because of the August 15th. That's it. Okay.
Hello, sir. I joined late. So, what was the offer?
So now it's going on offer for occasion of August 15th. We are giving price for 3,000 rupees. This entire course.
Oh, okay. And how to register for this course, like payment?
So you will be getting call from my management. They'll be contacting you. Okay.
Okay.
Seats we are taking, friends. Please hurry to do the payments. Then we can have the regular sessions. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
If you are joining after 18 means you pay 5%. Okay. Below 18 you are paying means the offer is eligible. Okay.
Hello. Hello,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, one query. So at the end of 2.5 months, we are ready to give the real-time interviews, right? With the experience.
Definitely, you can crack the interview, you can hands-free, you can work without any hesitation, without taking anyone's support. You can happily work yourself. You'll be acting like as a 6 to 8 years person experience. You're acting like as a 6 to 8 years experience. Okay, because we are covering every concepts very clearly, friends. Core Java, Selenium, Grid, DevOps, frameworks, project, everything.
Oh,
So,
okay,
friends,
sir. Okay.
yeah, don't worry. Our management will be sending you all the payment details. You can follow that guidelines to do the payments. Okay.
Okay,
I
sir.
just
Okay.
Yes.
so are you going to cover the manual testing as well, or directly will go?
No, this is only for automation, not manual testing is covered here.
So I mean,
Only
are you having
automation.
any courses that covers the manual part and the automation part as well?
Yes, only it's a functional Selenium automation tool. That's it. No Appium and no manual, no database, no API. Only that functional Selenium automation testing. Okay.
Sure.
Hello, sir. One more query is there.
Yes.
Suppose
Good.
I'm a working professional, so if someday I miss the classes and I'm having some doubt, so on the next class, can I ask the doubt, or is there some
Yes,
WhatsApp group?
yes, definitely. I said in the starting, doubts are always encouraged in asking the sessions. Always are encouraged. And also, if you have any, if you have no time limit, so you can put in the mail also. Okay, na? You're unable to
Okay,
ask
sir.
the classroom, you can put a mail. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Got it, friends? Okay, friends. I hope I was clear your every queries. I guess if you don't have any queries, we are good to stop for today. Shall I?
Okay, thank you, sir. Yeah.
Thank you, friends. Thank you very much. And please hurry to pay your payments before 18th. So we continue the sessions regularly. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.
Hi.
Hello, sir. From tomorrow.